All right, boys and girls, this is the montage for the 2019 bass season. Well, fishing season. It is Evan Smith with Maine, New Hampshire Bassmen here. And for this montage / video, I'm just going to be going over like what I was doing that day, if I can remember, something like that. That way it's not just a silent video and boring for you guys just to sit there and watch a silent video for like 13 minutes and 20 something seconds. All right, so I was trout fishing in Errol for these, which was super fun. This was at the trout tournament, downtown Errol, which I had an absolute blast on. I loved that tournament. This was Chalk Pond, I believe. So was that one. I believe they were both at Chalk Pond. That was on Lake Wentworth this year. 2 pounds, 6 ounces. This is the Balch tournament. This is what really sparked the 2019 season off. Was the Balch tournament in July, I think. Met a lot of amazing people there. I'll start naming them. Who do I want to start with? I want to start with Alan Main. So, Alan Main and I have been close friends now ever since the tournament. Very amazing dude. And then we'll go on to Alan Belair. Super nice dude. And then we'll go on to Mark Morrison. I don't know him very well. I mean, I'm friends with him on Facebook and stuff. But me and him have mutual friends. And then Kevin. He was the winner of the tournament this year. I don't really know him that well. I've talked to him a handful of times. He seems like a good dude. And then, who else do we have? I can't forget Michael Lytle. He is an amazing dude. His Facebook posts are super funny. Oh my God, the bass boat. Matter of fact, there he is. Oh no, that's Kevin. That's Kevin. I'll say when Mike's boat comes up. That's Mark. So Mike, he's super nice dude. Super nice bass boat too. Where is it? Oh, I must already went past it. But hey, it's a red Skeeter. It's super nice. Seems like a good dude. And then we have Gary Lytle. He seems like a good dude. I didn't really talk to him that much at the tournament. He has a nice boat. And then there is Brian Lytle. Met him at the tournament too. He's a super nice guy. Me and him actually didn't get to go out fishing this year. Me and him were supposed to, and later July, early August, we never did. And then I'm forgetting so many people. I don't even know anymore. Who else? I don't know, guys. But this is Pine River right now. That's at Pine River too. Yep, the freaking slime dart at Pine River. That's Mason and with our tackle. That's my new rod I bought. Alright, so instead of like talking over about like this, I'm just going to talk about how my season went now. So I started off this year. It was March or I don't even know. I got into an accident in March, which left me pretty like devastated and stuff. And then after I was healed, I started going fishing more because I couldn't fish. I couldn't ice fish or anything like that. So I was pretty pissed. And then I started going fishing with my cousin Aiden a lot because me and him never fished before that. So we fished for a little bit in the morning. Caught a couple perch. And I caught a bass. And then we hop over to Club Pond and I see this truck. and it's like a black Chevy, I think. And then we start fishing, cast out, and then this tall guy pulls out like a 9-foot pole. I'm like, this guy is a freaking idiot that does not know how to fish. So I see him walk over to this tree, and I'm like, oh, he'll catch a couple. Nothing big if he even catches anything. So I cast out, and I get a hit. And then right when I reel it in to check my worm, I look over, and this guy pulls a freaking donkey out of the water. Like, when I say donkey, I mean donkey. 6 pounds, 12 ounces donkey. And I'm like, holy crap. So I run over and I'm like, dude, that is freaking so amazing. That's such a big fish, dude. And I can grab him on it and this and that. And I'm like, to be honest, I called you an idiot. I said you didn't know how to fish, but I'm eating my words right now. And he starts laughing. And then we run over to his truck. He pulls out his scale. We weigh it, stuff like that. We snap a couple pictures, and we release it. And he's like, you guys really thought I was an idiot? And I'm like, yeah, I thought you were like the biggest idiot ever. And then that's how I met Drew Lytle. That's how I met him. And then that's what really got me into like the bass fishing hobby this year. Like, the years before this, I was mainly a trout fisherman. All I did was trout fish. And then when my dad's buddy wanted him to go out on his boat and stuff, we'd always go bass fishing on his boat. Every other weekend during the summer, we'd go bass fishing. But the rest of the time, I was trout fishing. Or striper fishing. Or I was doing something other than bass fishing. So that's what got me into it. And then Drew, me and him just text over Messenger and stuff like that, because I wanted to know like more towards like the hobby of bass fishing itself, because I didn't throw like all the baits I throw now for bass. I used to throw crawlers and stuff like that for him whenever I did go. So He showed me some stuff, and then we finally got out on Lake Murdoch, Hatfields. We finally got out there. I caught the biggest fish of the night, which I was pretty happy about. I had 11, he had 13, which was a super fun night. I think my biggest was a couple ounces under 3, maybe. Or maybe it was 2.5, I don't know. But it was the first fish, and it was the biggest, and I don't know. I can't quite remember. It was a long time ago. So, and then I started fishing a lot more with my close friend Mason. We fished and fished and fished. We fished the piss out of places. We fished so many lakes and stuff this year and caught so many bass. It was ridiculous. Like, I never would have thought the turnout would be so successful for, like, my first year doing things hardcore. And everything, we didn't have no, like, hook in the eyes or nothing, which I'm very thankful for. It was a good, safe time, and we weren't like morons. We didn't kill any fish or nothing like that, which I'm happy about, that we didn't, like, eat and kill, like, every single one of the fish that we caught. I know some people who do that, which I'm not a fan for it. Anyways, I'm getting off track. So we caught so many fish in, like, right now, I think there's, like, 203 photos in this whole entire video, and that ain't even half of the fish this year. I just pulled, like, 10 pics from every, like, couple scrolls in my camera roll. There's so many freaking pictures in there, bass and stuff like that. So, me and Drew text a little bit more, and then we got out on Hattie's. No, did we? No, we didn't get out on Hattie's. So he started telling me, he's like, yeah, so we do this family tournament every year in memory of my uncle. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet. He's like, yeah, I think we have an extra spot if you want to do it. I said, oh man, dude, I'd love to do that this year. And just to see how I would place, there was like 18 or 19 or 20 of us. I came 5th. I had an amazing time. Like I was saying, I met so many people. It was just so fun. Like, from the moment the boat started their engines to the moment we were skimming across the lake, just an amazing time. And then I started posting more in the bass group on Facebook. And then this guy started commenting on my post. I'm like, wait a minute, who is this guy? And then I messaged him and I'm like, hey, who are you? He's like, Alan Main. And I'm like, oh, the guy from the tournament. And he's like, yeah. So I started posting more pictures of my bass. And he's like, oh, nice catch. And I text him. I'm like, hey, can we get out on the water one of these days, man? I'd really like to bass fish with you. And not a month later, no, it was about a month later, me and him got out on his home lake, and I had such a fun time on that lake, Estes in Sanford, Alfred, Maine. Just the way that lake is, like, you can hear the fish boiling out of the water at points, and just so fun to throw, like, the wacky rig and all that stuff out on there. Matter of fact, there's a picture of Alan on Estes right now with a fish. No, that was Balch. Never mind. No, that was Balch. So, anyways, yeah, we started fishing more, and we fished 3 times together on his boat. So fun, like, just like the way he fishes. Like, he's so funny when he fishes. Like, if he doesn't get bites and stuff, he doesn't get, like, discouraged, but, like, I don't know, it's super fun. I'm just so glad I met him. This is the Hatties tournament, me and Aiden versus Jonah and Drew. I'm gonna have to eat my words, but I said I was going to beat them, and I came up short by about 5 pounds. So, which, I mean, I knew it was coming because it's Drew's home lake. Okay. So, this, like, pretty much recaps my, like, 2019 bass fishing, like, experience, the new experience, like, all the photos, all, like, the stuff like that. A couple pretty pictures I caught on Hatties at, like, 7, I think, I don't even know. So, I met so many amazing people this year, caught so many nice, amazing fish. I am so thankful for 2019. Thankful to be alive after my accident. Thankful to just, like, bass fish and have an amazing time with amazing people. Buy all new gear. Go fishing, like, every day with my grandma, my grandpa, and my parents. Just to go fish a lot with my best friend Mason, who just came up, actually. This is Pine River, too. Yeah, I think the rest of them from here on out are Pine River, but the ones coming up, I think it's Drew that he caught the 3-pounder on chalk. Yep, there it is. Anyways, I had an amazing time. Evan Smith from Maine, New Hampshire Bassman. Have a nice night.